Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Elevated Beauty Podcast. I'm your host, Emily Fouts, and today's episode is going to be all about antioxidants. So if you're interested, then keep on listening. I'm a little bit nasally today because I have like a little cold. These allergies are just like really getting to me, but we're going to power through it. So I'm going to talk about the science behind antioxidants, like on a cellular level, how they actually work, what they're useful for, and what they do, some of the ingredients. So let's just get right into it. So I actually made some flashcards because I find that like when I'm talking about the scientific purpose, it's a little bit easier for my clients to understand if they have like an infographic in front of them. So I have some templates for my flashcards through my Aesthetic Success course that you can download, or you can alter it to fit your aesthetic. But I'm just going to share a little bit on the flashcard. So an antioxidant is protection against free radical damage. So when we have free radicals, what they do is they deteriorate our cells. They create an unstable atom. And what happens when you have an unstable atom introduced, it causes premature aging, cellular damage, dullness, discoloration. So when you're introducing an antioxidant, it restabilizes that unstable atom and preserves your cells, protects your cells, creates radiance, brightness. And not only, of course, are antioxidants useful for that function of restabilizing the unstable atoms caused by free radicals, but they also are necessary for prep for advanced treatments. In my opinion, that's what I have all my clients do. And a lot of antioxidants also carry the multifunction of being a tyrosinase inhibitor. And if you're not familiar with what a tyrosinase inhibitor is, it is an ingredient that blocks the enzyme responsible for melanin overproduction, preventing future dark spots. So I require that all of my clients receiving advanced treatments like chemical peels or microneedling be on a tyrosinase inhibitor, because this is like insurance that their skin is not going to hyperpigment post-treatment. And a lot of antioxidants double as tyrosinase inhibitors. And really, everybody needs one. Everybody gets antioxidants. All of my clients, literally, if they're receiving a advanced treatment or not, I stress the importance. If you're working outside, if you're a smoker, obviously you really need one because you're introducing those free radicals at an accelerated level, but every skin type can benefit from one. So I'm going to go over some common antioxidants and specifically some antioxidants that also are potent tyrosinase inhibitors. So antioxidants that are also tyrosinase inhibitors are vitamin A, vitamin C, ferulic acid, tranexamic acid, alpha-arbutin, coenzyme Q10, vitamin E, licorice root extract, mulberry extract, lilac stem cell, ellagic acid, azelaic acid, kojic acid, and bacutyl. I don't know how to say that. Bacutyl? I don't know. And some other ones that aren't tyrosinase inhibitors, but are some favorite antioxidants of mine: niacinamide, fulvic acid, resveratrol, cocoa pod extract, and green tea extract. There are more than that, but those, in my opinion, are some of the most commonly known and some of my favorite. Those are ingredients that I carry on my retail shelves. Of course, like we all know vitamin C. Vitamin C is like the most well-known, and it's kind of weird because it's not even the most popular one. I know there are other forms of antioxidant protection that have like 3 times the power that vitamin C does, but I don't know where, maybe it was like from one of the first discovered ones, and that's why everybody loves it. Anyways, I like licorice root extract a lot, and arbutin or alpha arbutin, and ferulic acid, vitamin A. Those are some of my favorite ones. And a lot of people don't know that vitamin A is a potent antioxidant, anti-rostinase inhibitor. That's why I still like those lower ester forms, because you can use that in the morning. And that's when you really do need your antioxidant protection, because you're exposed to sunlight, which, causes free radical damage. So having that lower ester form that you can use in the daytime is really helpful. Whereas higher conversion rates of vitamin A you can't use. You can only use at night because they are photosensitive. So I do like those lower forms of vitamin A in that aspect. And I find that I do also like vitamin C when it's paired with another antioxidant, because it really boosts that antioxidant protection. And we see that a lot in quote-unquote professional products. A lot of drugstore products, they rely on just one primarily. And of course, that's why us as estheticians really do favor professional lines, because they have generally a higher quality ingredients list. But one line that I actually recently brought on, cosmetics, they have a serum called pepoxide that actually contains 16 antioxidants to be exact. And so that's really powerful. And you're getting the antioxidant protection, of course, you're getting the tyrosinase inhibition. But with this serum, you're also getting peptide power, which peptides, of course, they're short chain of between 2 and 50 amino acids linked by peptide bonds. And so peptides are the building blocks of certain proteins needed by the skin, like collagen and elastin. And so what they do is there's a whole bunch of different types of peptides. There are some that signal cellular production. There are some that send trace elements to the skin. There's some that act as like natural Botox by inhibiting muscle contraction, believe it or not. That's why there's some products that some estheticians call Botox in bottle. And that's because it has the peptide that does that inhibits that muscle contraction. Peptides, they help with wound healing, slowing aging, increasing the production of those collagen elastin fibers, and that's why we love them so much. But yeah, I just needed to do an honorable mention on that product. It is in their Cosmetics Elite collection, so it's not available direct to consumer. So you do have to go through a licensed professional. If you do want to try the product out, it's not on my website, because you have to spend like a certain amount with the company before you can list them on your website. But if you want to try it out, you can always DM me on my Instagram to purchase it. But yeah, that is the queen, and that's my favorite one. But I know there are so many that people love that just have like a little bundle of antioxidants. And like I said, whenever I was reading the list of antioxidants, there are so many more. I listed a lot of the more commonly known ones, but reading the pepoxide bottle, one of my favorite antioxidant serums, there's a lot in here that aren't like super well known, like Waltheria indica leaf extract, spintrap, milk thistle extract, giant knotweed extract. So a lot of like plant extracts that I'm not super familiar with. But then we do have some of the more familiar ones, like ferulic acid, one of my favorites. Then of course we have the citric acid and grapefruit extract. And a lot of the times, because this in particular, and there are a lot of skincare products that have antioxidant protection in them, but they're multi-use. So even though it's great to use at daytime, you can also use your antioxidant serum at night too, if it is one of those multifaceted products like the pepoxide, or what's another one that I have that clients will use? The Dermapigment Skin Brightener from Glymed, the Diamond Bright Skin Lightener. Yeah, there are so many that are multifaceted, and I tell people, like, definitely use it at night, but if you want to kind of do a little extra, you can use it at night too. So yeah, that's just a little synopsis on how I feel about antioxidants and what I know of their scientific function. So, as always, thank you guys so much for listening, and I will see you next Monday, 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, for another episode.